Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for that very first time, welcome as well. It's good to have you. And our topic for you today, it's 10 ways to boost your gym's income. 10 ways to boost your gym's income. Now, before we get into our topic today, just a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here on the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can, to as many people as I can, across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel. So if you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then for you folks that are looking to open a new gym and you need funding, we can help with funding. You can check out the links below. We have several different funding options, really for any situation. But for you folks that are looking to open a new facility, we can help provide funding for up to $400,000. And the basic requirement on that is just a minimum credit score of 680 in all three bureaus, which was Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and a minimum income of $50,000 per year. If you're in an existing operation, you need funding, and that program may not be a fit for you. Simply provide 90-day bank statements. Can do that. Showing your total income for 90 days, total expenses. And based on that information, actually, you can receive funding for up to $2 million. And then additionally, when you check out those links below, be sure to check out the point of sale financing. We're just recently getting this started for you folks. Is you can now provide financing at point of sale for bigger membership packages and bigger personal training packages, and this will give your customer more flexibility on how they want to pay it back. And for you, this can give you a lump sum payment instead of waiting 6 months or 12 months for a membership to pay out or for training to pay out. You get the money immediately. So check out those links below. Great ways to look at growing your business as you move forward. So with that said, let's get into our topic, and it's 10 ways to boost your gym's income. 10 ways to boost your gym's income. And so number one on my list, and this is kind of seasonal here a bit, but make the most of New Year's resolutions. Okay, we're in that time of year, right? Make the most of New Year's resolutions. And the reason I put this on the list is you don't want this to be a time of missed opportunities. Okay, yeah, your business will probably improve no matter what. In most cases, you're probably going to see an uptick, but you want to make the most of it. You want to maximize it. So, if you can afford it, do some marketing. Okay, do more promotion because, as I like to say, the apples are on the tree. This is when people are interested. Make sure we're pushing out into it. And also make sure, do a good review of your sales process. Make sure it's tight. Make sure we're not just, selling a membership card or leasing space. Make sure we're really solving problems and we're really following a process. And you can search the channel, for other videos on sales process and things like this that can help. But you want to make sure you maximize it. Don't just assume just because maybe it ticks up that we're doing a good job. Let's make sure we're maximizing the opportunity. So really take a look at that one. Number two, host a charity event. Host a food drive. Host an event to maybe raise school supplies for the local schools. But get involved with a local charity and work to promote it. Getting out press releases and things like this. This is a great way to get more traffic. I mean, we've had clubs that have done blood drives, and they've had a line of people waiting to get in that ordinarily never would have walked in their front door. So there are some great ways to do a lot of this. So, consider hosting a charity event. Number three, on best ways to boost your gym's income, you want to provide simply the best member experience possible. That's what you're looking for. The secret behind member retention is the member experience. Okay, if your attrition is high, if you're losing members at a high rate, because just think about it. If you're losing 4% a month, that means you're losing about half your members every year. So, really think about the member experience and, are we giving that good faith effort, going above and beyond Do we have strategies in place? Are we every morning pulling a member usage report and contacting those folks? We got an onboarding program whereby all of our new members use our facility, at least 20 times, first 60 days. But really take an analysis of that. You want to provide the best experience possible. And one of the visuals I'd give you on this, think about companies and businesses you do business with that really provide a great customer service, a great experience. And what are they doing that maybe you can pull some of those ideas and use at your facility? Number 4 on my list, create a loyalty program. If you don't have one, create a loyalty program. Hey, work out 10 times this month, you get a free t-shirt. It's a great way not only to have a loyalty program, it's a great way to kind of get a head start on retention. But look at loyalty programs. Celebrate your membership anniversary dates. Celebrate birthdays. Celebrate member success stories. But have certain things they can earn and gifts they can receive, just like other loyalty programs. Think about loyalty programs you might have with credit cards and airlines, and what are they doing to attract you? Some of these same type ideas are things that you can use, with your customers as well to help you boost, the income in your facility. Number 5 on my list of 10 ways to boost your gym's income is make the most of guest privileges. Make the most of guest privileges. And so here's what I mean. Get a good referral program in place. Okay, have a good point of sale, referral presentation. And again, you can check the channel here for additional ways to do a lot of that. But you really want to maximize this because referrals, it should be your number one source. Okay, and maybe it is, but make sure you're maximizing it. And I tell a lot of folks, hey, what if I showed up at your front desk? What if I showed up in your club? I simply was hanging out at your front desk, and every member that came in, I simply said this. Oh, by the way, do you have current guest passes? What would they say? What would they say? And so most folks, well, Jim, they probably would say no. Okay, and so maybe let's change how we do this. And so I want every member to have current guest passes. Those guest passes should have some kind of an expiration date, usually a couple weeks. You want some kind of call to action. You want some kind of follow-up on there. I mean, this should be your number one source. And it may be your number one source, but what could it be if we really maximized it and really worked it? So really, make the most of guest privileges. And if you're not sending out like a new member welcome email, you want to do that. And this should be something that should be in there. Number 6, think about selling retail. Think about selling retail. And this is a great second sale. It's a great third sale. Customer joins as they're leaving. Hey, Mary, now that you're a member with us, we need to get you some really cool looking gear. What do you think of the new leggings, the new hoodies, the new windbreakers, the new workout bags? You like wearing hats? And we'll find that our average sale is about $60, for folks that do this, and about 20% of our new customers will take it. But this is also something great you can sell online. Okay, so think about selling retail, and there's a lot of options out there for you on that. Number 6, so I talked about this a little bit a moment ago, but create a referral program, and you want every month you want something new. And a lot of clubs, they'll give away a free month if you bring in someone to join. But I want to give you a couple things to think about on a referral program. One of the things that really slows the growth of it is when we give the presentation and it's, hey, who do you know that wants to join? That's really not what you're asking your member to do. Not really. Okay, you might have some times where you do that, but what you're saying, just bring in your friends, someone to work out with, someone to have more fun with, someone to push you. You can push them. Okay, little one-upsmanship even. Okay, but think about those kind of things. And oh, by the way, if they do join, here's what you get. Okay. If you can do it, I love the idea of gift items. Every month you have new gift items they can receive. If they sponsor in 3 new members, within 30 days of joining, maybe they get a special, maybe 6 months free. If they sponsor in 10 new members, over a period of a year, they get a free year perhaps. And so there's a lot you can do, but the core of that referral program is just bring in your friend. Just bring in your friend. Okay, they don't have to join. Because if you do that, if you want them to join, you're gonna really reduce your volume, and you're trying to increase your volume. So, look at that referral program. It can really be a difference maker for you. Number 8 is look at upgrades and add-ons. One of the things that I always like to do, weekends are good times to do this. Holiday periods are good times to do this, but have an upgrade special. This weekend only, upgrade your membership, for this. This weekend only, add on a family member for this. In a sense, you take your current customers and they become prospects. And so if your traffic is slow, or maybe nothing's going on, but your building is full, this is a great way to go up and talk to folks. Okay, so look at having upgrade and add-on specials as well. Number 9 on ways to boost your gym's income, offer free trials. Offer a free trial. I know a lot of folks will use one visit, and I think a lot of reasons that we use one visit is maybe we're not well versed in the sales process, because the more well versed we are in the sales process, you can offer more because we're prepared to handle more. But if you can do a free week, better. 2 weeks, better. 30 days, better. Okay, you can have paid trials, 5 visits for $5, 10 visits for $10, things like that. But look at offering free trials. Okay, and again, check out the channel here on different ways to handle that, when those folks come in. And then number 10 on my list on 10 ways to boost your gym's income, consider investing in new equipment. If you have the budget for it. Okay, if you don't have the budget for it, rearrange what you have, make it look new, change the look of it, change the vibe, put some paint on the walls, even new carpet, things like that. And the reason this one is on the list is one of the hallmarks of facilities that do the best long term, okay, is they keep their facility as new today as the day that it first opened. And so when you're investing in new equipment, we've got clubs that every year they'll bring in a brand new line of equipment. Every year, a brand new line of equipment. And so it constantly stays new. We're constantly cutting edge. And we're always pushing back against the competition. Now, if you don't have the budget for that, there are other things you can do. Paint, carpeting, rearranging, things like that. But investing in new equipment, again, the mindset is we want to keep the facility as new today as the day that it first opened. So folks, I appreciate you being here today. My name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management Consulting. Take a look at these ideas, see which ones you can implement to help improve the performance of your business. And this final reminder, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to hit that subscribe button. So if you've not yet done so, take a moment, subscribe. We appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then for you folks that are looking to open a new gym, looking to open a new facility, or you're an existing operator and you're looking for some operating capital, we can help provide funding for you. Be sure to check out those links below for funding and financing. We really do have a program for everybody, depending on your current situation. And if you're a new operator, simply you can qualify for up to $400,000 in funding with minimum credit scores of 680 in each credit bureau, minimum income of $50,000 per year. If that's not a fit for you, you're an existing operator, we just need to see 90-day bank statements and see what that difference is there and what kind of payment could be afforded, potentially funding of up to $2 million. And then also be sure to check out point of sale financing. This one's going to be a big one for a lot of you folks. Is if you're looking to maximize your revenue, if you're selling bigger personal training packages, if you're selling bigger membership packages, instead of waiting for your personal training to pay out maybe $1,000 a month for 6 months or whatever it might be, you can get your funding right now. You can get your money today, and your customer can get some flexibility on how they want to pay it out. So be sure to check that out as well. And if you have any questions on that, be sure to hit me up. Happy to chat with you about it. And again, we appreciate you being here today, and we look forward to seeing you all in that next video.